What's up, everyone? All right, well, here we are, Monday morning. I'm finishing the day up 7,800 bucks. This was kind of a wild day because I was up 11,000 and then gave almost all of it back and was up only 1,200 bucks. Then I worked my way back to up 12,000 and then gave 3,000 back and said, I'm not doing what I did before. This is where I'm gonna walk away. And although I might be a little disappointed that I'm not finishing at my high a day and I gave back some profit, I'd much rather walk away with 7,800 than only 1,300, or certainly than going red. And this is one of those tough things of when to walk away. You walk away too soon, you kick yourself, you feel like, oh, 5 other stocks ended up making big moves after I left. I certainly could have not only gotten back to my highs, maybe even had a really awesome day. Or you keep trading, you keep giving back profit, and at the end of the day, you're sitting looking at a red P&L and you're thinking, man, why didn't I just walk away sooner? And it's a struggle that we all have. I think that, today I in one trade gave back all my morning profit, or almost, and I was frustrated. And even at that point, that maybe should have been the time to just walk away. But I said to myself, it's still early. And, June said the same. She's like, don't give up, keep looking for opportunities. And I did find some more, and so I, got myself back up. But what I did tell myself in that moment was, if I go red on the day, I gotta stop. So going red was my kind of line in the sand. From up 12,000 or 10,000, whatever it was, to going red, that would be really disappointing. But it happened last week. It was on, I don't remember what day it was, Wednesday, I think, or Tuesday, when I was up 57,000 or 54,000, and then I was down 7,000 before getting myself to green 20 or 25, 19. So that was a wild day, and I really don't want to repeat of that. So anyways, learn from these types of days. I hope you're learning from me, and for those that want to keep learning, tomorrow, Tuesday, 1 p.m. Eastern, I'm gonna host a free workshop. It's gonna be a free day trading class. We're gonna walk you through how I find the stocks that I trade each morning, what my criteria are for weeding out kind of the junky stocks from the ones that I think have potential. And then once I've found them, where I get in, where I get out, in order to, as much as possible, minimize my risk and maximize my profit potential. So there'll be a link right down in the description and pinned probably to the top of the comments for you to register tomorrow's workshop. It's not gonna be live streaming here on YouTube or in the chat room. It's gonna be in our, it's like a live broadcast kind of software. So it'll be there, and everyone who attends, you're gonna get a copy of my best-selling book titled How to Day Trade. All right, so make sure you register, make sure you show up, and I will see you guys then. Now, of course, I'll still be doing my pre-market watch list tomorrow morning around 8:45, 9 a.m. So I'll remind you guys again tomorrow morning to make sure you register for the workshop at 1 p.m. and hopefully we have a good morning tomorrow and then a really great workshop. All right, so that's it for me. I hope you guys have a great day and enjoy the recap, and I'll see you first thing tomorrow morning. All right, everyone, so we're gonna do our recap for this morning, up $7,862.08, which is not bad. I have a couple positions that I'm still holding in my longer-term retirement account on, Apple and Etsy and the SPY. Why is that not holding? Well, in any case. And I'm on hold with the DMV. I've got 215 callers ahead of me, so I'm gonna be hanging tight there for a little bit. Yeah, here you go. So anyways, I'll turn off the speakerphone. So let's see. I would say this was a little bit of a kind of a tricky morning, just in that we didn't have really good follow through, which was kind of discouraging. So there's my open positions there in my retirement. So IMRN, some nice action. You can see my biggest winners on RMBL, then IMRN, DPW, CAPR, LGHL, SRNE, XBIO, IBIO, CODA, PSDB. Wow, I traded a lot of stocks today. I did, and it was because I kept trying to find something that was moving, and there wasn't really clear direction today, and so as a result, I really didn't do super well. First trades of the day were on, DPW pre-market. You can see I'm at 2,700. So my first trade on this was earlier this morning. I was just checking. I was just making sure. So let's see. My first trade pre-market was right here for the break of the pre-market high, and that popped up to a high of 522, then pulled back. So I made about $1,500 pre-market on this, took a couple trades. The bell rings. I took a dip trade at 489, looking for the breakthrough 5. And again, fourth or fifth day in a row, this just could not hold up. And it's really frustrating that we're seeing these gappers fail. But, this is another failed gapper. So it gapped up, failed. It did a break of VWAP setup right here, which you can see. So there was one opportunity there, but it couldn't hold above VWAP, and then it came back down. So that was DPW. Then I had a trade on IMRN, and I actually made about $10,000 on this, and then gave back most of it. So this broke over the VWAP right here, pulled back, held this level, and from 1275 ended up ripping up to 13, and then squeezing up and getting halted right here at 1471. Going into that halt, I had already booked profit on this from the entry right down here. And as it squeezed up into the halt, I was holding and thinking this looks great. On resumption, it tapped 15. I added for the break of 15, and it drops in one candle to 13.80, $1.30. So flushes down, $1.20, whatever. I added at 14. I was down about $8,000. It squeezes up first 1 minute candle to make a new high, and as it rips through the high, I take my profit. It squeezes into a halt. It then goes higher all the way up to a high of 1953, mostly without me. Then it drops right here, and on this dip, I went long. It pops up to 1750, flushes down, and I lost $7,000. So, I felt really frustrated because I was up 10,000 on the day. I was up 10,000 on that stock, and then on that trade, I was trying to take the first 1 minute candle to make a new high, buying the dip, and as you can see, it didn't work, and I stopped out with a good sized loss. So I went there to up only, I think let's see, I'm trying to remember if I took a note on it. Let's see, I was up 11,000 and then was up only 1,300 on the day. $1,300. So I basically had to start over right after this trade at 10:15. So at that point, I guess I don't remember. Where was the next trade on this stock? I think I definitely did some more trades in this area. Bounce off VWAP down here. So I think I was actually break even on IMRN or close to it, and then I made back some money as I got some of these dip trades. RMBL, this was a nice one, $4,400 on this. Squeezes into a halt right here, and I missed it. I wasn't in it. But on resumption, I bought the dip down here, and it popped up to here and actually all the way up to 32.50, and I did capture that. So $4,400 of profit buying on resumption after the halt. We had, let's see, small winner on CAPR. This was hitting the scans and kind of popping up here right in this area. Small winner on LGHL, SRNE, and losses on CODA, which I bought on resumption coming out of the halt and then stopped out right down here. Came back to my entry, but whatever. And PDSB, I took a loss on as well. This one was earlier this morning. I bought it actually at $4 on this dip, looking for the break of 420, added up here and stopped out as it came back down here. So the order of trades this morning was DPW. Then I had, let's see, XBIO, PDSB, IMRN, bunch of trades on IMRN. Then I gave back almost all the profit on IMRN. And then I had to work my way back to up 3,000. A couple more trades on DPW, break of VWAP from 455, 460 up to 5. So that one, because on DPW, that trade at the open that I lost on might have put me back to break even versus my pre-market trade. So then I got, I guess, $2,800 there. And then I had, after DPW, more on IMRN, LGHL, IBIO, started trading that one. And IBIO is actually the last one that I just traded, and I'm actually down $160 on it. My last trade, I gave back, let's see, it was, well, I guess just about $2,500. This was the last trade on it. I bought the dip on it right here, 709, 710, 710, added at 97, 96, 97, 97, 99, 25,000 shares, and stopped out at 90, and that was right in this area right here. So it hit a high of 715 and then pulled back, and I added in this area and then stopped out in this area as well. So I did have profit on IBIO, but I gave back $3,000 on that last trade with 25,000 shares. So I basically today worked my way up 11,000, then gave it back and was up only 1,300. Then I was back to up 11,000, and now I'm up only 7,800. So this is the point where I'm saying, all right, I'm going to walk away before I give back more of my profit. Today was a little choppy. I had to trade a lot of stocks to find any real serious profit, and my daily goal was $10,000, and I hit it twice, but I can't, I'm not able to stay above it. Now I could keep trading, I'm still up 7,800. I've still got a big cushion on the day. I could keep trading, but the risk is that I jump into something else and there's another false breakout, and there's been a lot of them today, and next thing I know I'm up only 5, and then I'm starting to get frustrated, and then next thing I know I'm up only 4, and then 3, and then 2, and then 1. RMBL is the one that I've made the most on, but if we look at this chart, it's not super pretty. It's come back from 32.50 all the way back down to 25.15. This is just a wild move, and I only got the kind of little window up here. So as it comes back up, where would I trust it? Where would I feel okay about it? And right now, I'm not sure where that spot is, even though you can see it just popped from 27 up to 28, almost $1 a share. Yesterday, it really sold off pretty hard, which is why initially I was hesitant on it. And so it needs to get back over the high of 32.50. I could certainly trade it in this range, but it's decreased volume. It's going to be harder to get in and get out, and it's going to start getting frustrating. Multiple false breakouts create frustration. And when you start getting frustrated and annoyed while you're trading, you can start doing things that are more emotional, like saying, you know what, forget it. I'm not stopping out of this. It's another stupid false breakout. I'm not selling this. I'm just going to hold it. I'm going to give it a chance. And next thing you know, you're down 25 cents with 25,000 shares, and you're down over $5,000-$6,000, and it's like, wow, all right, I should have just stopped out, but now I'm already down so much. Now what do I do? Now do I just add more? Do I take the big loss? What do I do? And so walking away before you fall into that spot where you're going to start getting emotional and frustrated and trading, from that place is, I think, really important. So again, it's not the end of the world. 7,800 is a good day. It's not as much as I was up an hour ago or whatever it was when I was at my high, and it's not as much as I made on some of my good days last week. I think my worst day last week, well, I guess my worst day was Friday, and I made only like $2,500. So, better than Friday, which is good, and hopefully we see things pick up a little bit more Tuesday and Wednesday. And, again, just be grateful for being green. If you're green today, even if it's not your daily goal, but you've got some profit, you're starting to build that cushion, and, we'll be back at it first thing tomorrow morning. This is the way trading is. It's 2 steps forward, 2 steps back, 3 steps forward, 1 step back, 3 steps forward, 2 steps back. It's always about, some winners, some losers, some winners, some losers. And hopefully you finish more days green than you do red, but red days happen, red trades happen. I've got a number of them today. My biggest loss was on IMRN, almost 10,000 or whatever it was, 7,000. Then PDSB, Coda, and then that last trade on IBIO. So, not the best day I've seen here, but we'll get it back. It's just kind of in a little bit of a little churn right now, especially with some of these high volume stocks that are choppy on the 1 minute chart. RMBL was definitely impressive on Friday, was the biggest mover, and was one of the biggest movers again today. I mean, this squeezed from 24 to 32. Even though I only traded it from 30 to 32, I still made 4,000. So if I could have gotten in this sooner, which I could have, I just didn't think I had the potential. But, if we see something like that that squeezes up 10, 15, $20 a share, that's where things can get really exciting. And that's where, $50,000, $100,000, even $200,000 green days can happen. So let's see. VCNX, yeah, I see that one hit the scanners, popped up a little bit. A little choppy. Again, no catalyst, no news, makes me a little cautious on it. So, and LGHL, just a little bit of a bounce off the low today. Nothing really exciting, also no news, but you can see a nice 5-minute setup right here, breakout, and then a 5-minute pullback. So it was worth a stab, I guess, but didn't take big size on it just because I wasn't totally sure without fresh news that it was going to work. So fresh catalyst is obviously ideal. We had it on several of the stocks today, IMRN, DPW, IBIO, and so those gave us some good opportunities, although I wasn't able to fully capitalize on really any of them. But again, live to trade another day. So a little choppy today, but I'll be back at it first thing tomorrow morning. And so I'll see you guys around 8:45, 9 a.m. for our pre-market watch list. All right, see you guys in the morning.
And that right there was an entire video with no ads. I don't monetize my YouTube channel with video ads, which means you guys get to enjoy the content. But do me a favor, please hit that subscribe button and give me a thumbs up and let YouTube know that this channel is the channel to watch if you want to learn about day trading.